During the 17th century, Pernambuco was the richest region in Brazil and the largest sugar producer in the world. Its economic value rivaled the silver mines of Spanish America. The world teemed with ambition, blood and faith in the heart of the Americas. A land of sugar and sea was the Brazilian. There, the Recife coast would become stage of one of the biggest disputes, history's colonial. The fight for the domain of Pernambuco. It was the year 1630, on the flags of the Dutch Company of the Western Indies. An immense fleet of 67 ships and more than 7,000 men crossed the Atlantic, your target. The Portuguese Brazil, your wish. The white gold of the plantations. The sugar, the city of Recife, is taken. Soon Olinda also falls with the brutality of the conquest, installs of the Dutch domain. But among the smoke of war, a man emerges who would leave his mark on history, Maurice de Nassau, governor of Dutch Brazil between 1637 and 1644. At Nassau wasn't just one military, was one visionary about your command. Canal bridges were born, botanical gardens, astronomical observatories, museums, and up to one zoo. It was at that time that Recife won Aries as European capital, non-tropical, a true experiment in civilization and science. In the New World, naturalists like Piso and Mark Graf documented the Brazilian fauna and flora, leaving a scientific legacy still admired today. And there, among the bridges and palaces, also rises the first synagogue in the Americas. Akaras, or Israel, the Sephardic Jewish community, flourishes, coming from Europe, seeking refuge from the Inquisition. But not only science and faith were fermenting at that time. Recife saw the birth of the first brewery in the Americas. In the heart of Mauricia City, master brewer Dirk Dix, coming from the Dutch lands, opened a beer fermentation house. There, in wooden barrels and copper barrels, born one delicious drink, adapted to the heat of the tropics, a symbol of civilization and cultural resistance. Dirk Dix didn't just make beer, he created magnetic memory. Fermented in time and where beer was made, there was community. In the year 1645, the Pernambuco insurgency breaks out. The Lusos Brazilians, indigenous people, Potagars, peasants and ex-slaves join forces. Heroes like João Fernandes Vieira, Felipe Camarão, Henrique Dias, and André Vidal de Negreiros become legend. But this isn't just a name war. It's the cry of the earth against the stranger. In the battles of the Guararapes, blood stains the mangrove. O Brazil, yet to be born, takes shape in the joint effort of blacks, whites, and indigenous fighting side by side. Unity is born of resistance. We advance to the year of 1654. Recife is besieged by sea. The fleet of the experienced Portuguese commander Pedro Jacques de Magalhães blocks the ports. By land, the insurgents tighten within the city. Queen or chaos, hunger diseases, riots the Dutch soldiers, without reinforcements from Europe. Consume even the meat of dead horses. Dutch flags shimmer for the last time. The strong or imposing Trora surrender one by one. In the fort of the 5 Points, the climate is one of resignation. On the night of the 26th of January of 1654, at 23 o'clock, in the lands of the fisherman Manuel Taborda, definitive surrender occurs. The capitulation of Campina do Taborda is born there, ending 24 years of Dutch about Pernambuco. With the end of the Dutch government, many of those who lived on relative freedom begin to fear the repression of the Portuguese crown. Between them are Sephardic Jews, who had found in Recife one rare Porto de Paz. They depart with pain, arrive with hope, but face pirates on the way. Prisoners are taken in Jamaica, but they are rescued by the English. In 1654, arrive in the colony of New Amsterdam, today called New York. There they founded the first community. North American Jewish community came from Pernambuco insurrection. It wasn't just a fight for land. It was a struggle for belonging. By faith, by identity, from the banks of Capibaribe, was born more than a military victory. A more plural Brazil was born, stronger, more alive. In the steam from the barley stacks fermented the culture. In the faith of those who left, germinated the future. This isn't just a story, it's a legacy. It's the beginning of many worlds.